This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakadash. Double honors to all the elders and apostles of GMS that taught me this truth. Peace and shalom to my fellow Akim that are pushing this truth with honesty and sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elect. And here we go, man. More missile talk is getting serious. And it just goes to show you that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is a man that should not lie. And that the elders and apostles on down are teaching the right doctrine, man. It's like when you look at these other camps and these other scoffers and mockers, it's not even close. You would think that Vocab Malone will be focusing on stuff like this, what the elders and the apostles on down teach, and what has happened and what has not happened. All right. Instead, they're trying to get over the whole rape doctrine and is Esau Edom done away with or not, shit that we've been proven over and over again. But here we go, man. Russia and America standing toe to toe.
$9 a piece. There's real drama unfolding in Europe. Tensions between Ukraine and Russia are the highest they have been in a very long time. And we get some sense that there are political elements, mostly in the Democratic Party, not exclusively though, who would like to see a war in Europe. What is this, and how concerned should we be about it? Tulsi Gabbard has paid a lot of attention to this. She's a former member of Congress from the state of Hawaii. We're happy to have her on tonight. Congresswoman, thanks so much for coming on. So is this conflict moving toward war, and are there leaders in this country who would like to see that, do you think?
It is moving in a very dangerous direction, and the question for the American people is, are we willing to go to war with Russia on behalf of Ukraine? And we need to understand that such a war would come at a cost beyond anything that we can really imagine. Because this is not a war that is just, okay, this is going to be something that's happening to someone else, somewhere else on the other side of the world. No, this is something that will directly impact me and you, Tucker, every single one of your viewers, and all of our loved ones. And this is a war that is not a game. It's a war in which there are no winners, because you've got, thousands of nuclear weapons that the United States has aimed towards Russia. Russia has thousands of nuclear weapons aimed towards us that could hit any town or city in America in less than 30 minutes and exact a cost upon every one of us that would result in excruciating death and suffering beyond comprehension. Hundreds of millions of people dying and suffering, seeing their flesh being burned from their bones. This is something that you can't really even imagine, and it's a cost that we will all pay.
Why in the world would we ever contemplate going to war with Russia, honestly?
It is one that we should not do for those very reasons.
Yeah.
If you look at the impacts of what a nuclear war brings, it really brings about the end of the world as we know it. And our leaders should understand this consequence and take it seriously. And this is why President Biden, instead of continuing to escalate tensions and continuing this new Cold War between the United States and Russia, he needs to de-escalate these tensions, kind of, take the heat out of it and actually focus on bringing an end to this new Cold War. Because if he doesn't, then it's not a question of if we go to war with Russia, if this war ends up with a nuclear holocaust. It really is then just a question of when. And if we continue down this path that we are on, it's something that could happen a lot sooner than any of us think.
And that's what it is, man. All right, that's biblical prophecy. That's what the man of the Lord have been prophesying and saying, man, for years. War with Russia. Okay. This is Malachi 4:1. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day of cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And that day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. And that's 2/3 of the Latinos, Native Americans, and Negroes, and a portion of you heathen as well, man. Okay, that's the judgment from the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Okay, nuclear war. So here it is. All these niggas that talk shit saying nukes are not in the Bible. What is this all about then? How's the world going to be? Now we know chariots will also be involved. The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's chariots will also be involved. But what is this? What do the arrows consist of? All right, they'll be shot from one end of the earth to the other. Okay, this is 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works are therein shall be burned up through thermal nuclear fire, man. All right, look, it's getting serious, man. All right, it's getting serious. We see everything inching and inching closer and closer. The MOB is public now. Okay. Iran is sworn revenge on Israel. And we both know that Ukraine is going to draw America in. Israel is going to draw America in. All right. These are some heavy hitters that are on the scenes, man. China and South Korea and Taiwan, Russia, Ukraine, Syria, Iran. Man, it's just the world. The world's at war, man. The war's at war. We're entering into the time. Brothers' videos being taken down, chariot sightings, uproars of the people. Man, look. And we got what? How many more months left of 2021? Man, it's a bit much, man. So we're gonna get into one last video from Stephen Banoon.
Good afternoon, friends. Steve Banoon here with Israeli News Live, and I really wanted to share.
Salaki, y'all. Let me. I did not put it on Do Not Disturb.
Information with you guys. Our good friend with FEMA sent me information on the executive order that Biden had signed. An executive order that is targeting the harmful foreign activities of the Russian government. This is right off of the WhiteHouse.gov's website. That's the title, Executive Order Targeting the Harmful Foreign Activities of the Russian Government. Now, as I mentioned to you guys yesterday, the Russian government has considered this an act of war. Is exactly what they're considering it to be. Or a declaration of war, either way you want to look at it there. So I reached out to some of my own contacts there to find out if we can find out more information on this. And I did get a response back on that. And I was hearing that certain U.S. officials and the media have been pushing Russia's resolve very hard recently, starting with the misinformation campaign of Trump's original election. And Biden is certainly adding provocation, and honestly, I don't know how much more Russia is going to take. So Putin is the only reason that there has not already been a war started, as he was sharing with me. He says at this point, Russia is so very...
Ultimately, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is the only reason The war hasn't started. Okay, it's not time yet for. Let me see. Did I get rid of that Habakkuk, or is it still there? Yeah, I got rid of it, man. Let's go back to it real quick. Let's go back to it just real quick. Verse 3, Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Yeah, it's not the appointed time yet. It's getting pretty damn close, but it's not at the appointed time yet, man. All right. It's not at the appointed time. It's not at that time yet, Salakia. The MOB has to be forced upon the people, and more harsh draconian laws and Jacob's trouble has to come. All right, but we see the light at the end of the tunnel, man. All right. This is Exodus 15 and 3. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. Okay, and you heathen, and you 2/3 will understand and know that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is in control before this is said and done with. Okay, you will know and understand what is going on in the world, man. All right, in the earth. Okay, and just what Tulsi Gabbard was saying, it could be the end of the world. No, it's the end of your world. Tucker Carlson and Tulsi Gabbard, this is the end of your world, and the reign of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is a world. Okay, that's what it is. The end of the age, the end of Esau Edom's rulership, and wickedness, and homosexuality and pedophilia and baby eating, and lies, and rape, robbery, murder, and treating the Lord's people like second class or third class citizens. That world is over. Okay, and the world of righteousness and uprightness, and land Sabbaths, and worshiping the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai will begin, man. And your slavery. This guy too, Stephen Banoon as well.
Very annoyed and tired of the constant games and threats and hardships that now nearly everything makes them feel like we are declaring war. So at any rate there, he was not aware at the moment, so I sent him the executive order that I was referring to, and he definitely got back with me, and he said that that could easily be construed by the Russian government as a declaration of war. So that's where we are. We are at a situation, thanks to the Biden administration, of pushing Russia to the edge of nearly declaring war. And at this point, Putin is the only one that actually stands in the way, or in the gap, you might say, to prevent Russia from already launching an attack on the United States, whether it be directly, indirectly, or...
Well, no, man, because that's gonna come. I didn't have this pulled up, but let's go ahead and get that in Ezekiel 38. Come on, man. Ezekiel the 38th chapter. Let me see here. Yeah, Ezekiel 10. I'll start at 1 first, then I'll jump down. I'm gonna jump down a little bit all over the place. This is Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And we know Gog is to be Russia, and Meshech is just the old ancient way of saying Moscow, man. Okay. Verse 3, and say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company, bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. All of these nations that are tied with Russia handling missiles and nuclear capability. Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, Africa, and Libya, Africa as well. All of them with shield and helmet. Gomer, which is France, and all his bands, and the house of Togomar, which is Turkey, of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. So, and you can go and look and find articles of Russia dealing with these current nations today, man. It's beautiful the way the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai has made it. Okay. Let me see here. I'm going to jump down now. Verse 10. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall also come to pass that at that same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. And that evil thought is to hit the button and nuke this bitch, man. All right. So when the Lord Yahweh Bashim El Shai puts it on Vladimir Putin's mind, Lord willing that he is the man, that's when this place will get nuked, man. And we're seeing the beginning stages of it, man. Get into second Esdras 16, and starting at the top. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Destruction is getting ready to come to America, man. You can clearly see that. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it have begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Meaning this prophecy is going to happen, man. Okay. The Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai has ordained and prophesied the downfall of America at the hands of these other nations, and there's nothing no one can do about it. No, America's going to fail economically. It's going to fail systematically, and ultimately it's going to fail military wise. Okay. Verse 9, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he they may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord Yahweh shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the ways of it are troubled, and the fishes there also, before the Lord Yahweh, and before the glory of his power. For strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And those thermonuclear missiles, man, that are gonna utterly beat this place to smithereens, man. Okay. Verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come up upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? And this is Esdras seeing the destruction. Okay. Seeing the destruction, and he's preaching who will save him in those days. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? And there's nothing you can do, man, but hope that you're of the elect, man. All right. But our people not hearken and listen. All right, just like in 2 Peter, the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, man. All right. And that's what it is, man. All right. So look, things are ramping up, man. Things are ramping up. uh, I don't know, man. 2021 look like this could be the year, man. Okay, and we hope it is, man. We hope it is. Lord willing that every brother that is sincere, man. The angels are watching over him, man, and him and his household, man. We got to stay prayed up and stay keep our eyes open, man. All right. Every day something's going on, man. Literally every day something's going on. All right, so I hope this lesson is edifying. I want to give our praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.